Hello and Mingalaba, welcome to Myanmar Today. I am Henry Zin with the latest news and reports from around Myanmar. Bietin and Zueman prepared a report on $1 billion foreign income anticipated from rice exports in 3 years. Bodas Wizin got a report on China's history and system of poverty alleviation. Our interns at MI Radio covered a story on Myanmar students now able to join American education in Yangon. Agajo brings us a report on top 11 Myanmar Idol contestants meeting media. Now, before we get to the reports, let's check on some local news. State Councillor and Union Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Union of Myanmar, Daw Aung San Suu Kyi, received Assistant Secretary of State for the Bureau of East Asian and Pacific Affairs of the Department of State of the United States of America, David Stilwell, in Naypyidaw on Tuesday. During the meeting, the officials discussed matters on strengthening of bilateral relations, Myanmar's democratization process, promotion of bilateral cooperation including education, economy, investment, transportation, infrastructure development and waterways conservation, as well as ASEAN and EAS summits. The Ministry of Information conducts a 4-day training course on video reporting to upgrade its MOI web portal that is now presenting the news in texts and photos. Deputy Minister for Information Uwang Latun said the ministry is disseminating information by using its media platforms of radio, television, social media, printed newspapers and online news, while its Information and Public Relations Department is managing MOI web portal. The Deputy Minister said that MOI is also focusing on social and online media platforms which have become popular among the public in searching news as the number of mobile phone SIM cards has outnumbered the country's population. And most of the 20 million social media users are reading news on mobile phones, with a sharp decline in readership of printed newspapers. He also said that video reporting will cover news, entertainment programs, regional traditions, and festivals for MOI web portal. Under the arrangement of the World Bank, Deputy Minister for Planning and Finance Uma Malwin met with officials from Mexico's Ministry of Finance and Public Credit and studied operations and structures of development banks in Mexico from 23rd to the 25th of October. During the observing tour, Deputy Minister Uma Malwin discussed matters on restructuring of state-owned banks and sector of development banks with Mexico's Deputy Minister for Finance and Public Credit, Jose de Luna Martinez. Development banks are efficiently providing loans to government, private corporation projects on infrastructure, rural development, agriculture, and SMEs. That's all with the local news, and we're moving on to our first report. To drive the country's economic growth, Myanmar is trying to develop all sectors including agriculture, which is also the main contributor to the country's GDP and export earnings. The government also helps protect the interests of the farmers by setting up a basic price in the paddy trade. Our reporters tell us more.
Myanmar is an agriculture country, so the sector is the main contributor in the country's economy, as well as great source of foreign income. It also plays a vital role for the local consumption. When it comes to the rice sector, the farmers, the key players in the whole rice production from the farm to market, have been experiencing more loss than benefit since colonial times. But now, the government annually sets the basic price for paddy trading in a bid to do the minimum loss for the interest to the State Committee for the Production and Promotion of the Rights and Interests of Farmers has approved the minimum price of 500,000 kyats per 100 baskets. Dr. Soton, Joint Secretary General from Myanmar Rice Federation, said,
Speaking of the paddy price, it depends on the moisture content. The moisture content should be 14%. But on the other hand, the paddy drying process definitely reduces the net weight. And there are some of other restrictions that the final processed rice must be refined without any dirt. So it's hard to say the exact price because it depends on these restrictions. That was also the issue we faced in 2012-2013. The government bought for reserve rice at 350,000 kyats and immediately sold out. So the problem was there was no drying process. The crops were instantly sold right after the harvest. That became a problem between the farmers and the buyers, but we could settle it. Actually, the fixed price can sometimes be a hindrance. The people blame us for not reducing the price, but instead we have a lot more to do for the actual procurement. And we have to consider not only to get the investment, but also to create a good price for their harvest to improve the lives of the farmers.
As now it enters the harvest season, the newly harvested crop come into the market from Delta region, but there are also challenges for the rice millers. It takes longer than usual while they transport the product to Yangon. And the lower demand in the export market and the local warehousing are among the reasons why the trade delay. Go Nai Win, who is the rice merchant from Bogale Township, AOD region, tells us his challenges.
I come from Bogale. We transport the rice to Yangon by ship. Now the weather is fine, it becomes easy to transport. Back in the rainy season, it was a bit challenge. At the moment, we don't have quality grains, so just bringing in low quality grains. About 6,500 to 7,000 sacks on board. Currently, our business is not quite as good as it were in the previous year. We come to Yangon 4 times a month. When the business is in full swing, we travel 5 or 6 times.
The state also helps support the farmers, setting the floor prices for the monsoon and summer harvest for 2019 and 2020. The Agriculture Product Management Body and Petty Procurement Association are also working together to purchase the rice grains with the help of Myanmar Rice Federation. U Kinzo, the petty farmer from Dundee Township, talked to MI Radio.
We have a tough time during cultivation process. There are a lot of concerns we have to be careful with. For example, water level, the crabs and the snails. Otherwise, it would become a failure for us. We sell the crops when the brokers come here. Some of us have financial difficulties to get the advance payment. We receive the current market price. I have 6 acres paddy field with over 100 acres yields.
Myanmar's rice exports hit the record high with 3 million tons during the previous year. According to Myanmar Rice Federation, the country has set a target of $1 billion revenue from rice export sector in 3 years. Despite many foreign direct investments coming in, only a few invest in the agriculture sector.
That's a report on $1 billion foreign income anticipated from rice exports in 3 years. All right, we'll move on to weather forecast. In Yangon, it will be cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm in spots during the day, and it will be partly cloudy at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s, and there's about a 40% chance of rain for the day, with wind gusts at 11 km per hour. In Naypyidaw, there will be sun and areas of high clouds in the afternoon, and it will be partly cloudy at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s as well, and there's about a 12% chance of rain for the day, with wind gusts at 7 km per hour. In Mandalay, there will be clouds and sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm in the area during the day, and it will be partly cloudy at night. The temperature throughout the day will be in the mid-30s, and there's about a 40% chance of rain for the day with wind gusts at 9 km per hour. Stay with us, we have another report coming up, and then we'll check on the stocks and currency exchange rates. China has nearly come to its goal of poverty alleviation, which is to eliminate all types of poverty by 2020. Our reporter DJ Zin, who joined the Beijing Yunnan trip, has got the facts about the history of poverty alleviation in China and its system. Here it is.
The People's Republic of China has already set up the goal for poverty alleviation to eliminate all kinds of poverty by the year 2020. At the meeting with the journalists from Southeast Asian countries in Beijing, Mr. Jiang Lian, Deputy Director General of Department of General Affairs of the State Council leading group Office of Poverty Alleviation and Development, gave the detailed explanation about the history and system of China concerning poverty alleviation.
Poverty alleviation is a must to do for any government since the ancient time. In fact, it is a very important task for any government. Eliminating poverty and improving livelihood are the core requirements for Chinese government. It is an important mission for the Communist Party of China. Since the foundation of New China in the year 1949, the central government and the party have based on the national condition and the realities to prioritize the people's right to survival and development. However, in the first of the 3 decades after the foundation of the New China, China has suffered a lot from the social conflicts, so that we have tried hard. Back then, China was financially difficult. We also didn't have the poverty standard. We have not identified the population in poverty. After the years of the reform of the opening up, we have the financial power to alleviate poverty. Therefore, we have launched the special poverty alleviation campaigns. For example, we have set up the special poverty alleviation departments or organizations. In the whole country, we have started the large-scale poverty reduction.
The government has established 3 stages for the process of poverty reduction. The first stage was from 1978 to 1985, when it has implemented the land reform in the rural areas and householder contract and responsibility system, so that every family can have a piece of land. The price for the agricultural products was also raised. The second stage was from 1986 to 2012, when they set up the Poverty Standard and the Poverty Alleviation organizations at 4 levels, along with 3 national level planning years. Starting from 2013, new target of absolute poverty reduction was established, benefiting the population of the rural areas. In 2018, the standard for food and clothing was set up as 2,995 RMB per person per year. That's all about the history and system of China for poverty alleviation. This is Dora Susi from MI Radio.
That's a report on China's history and system of poverty alleviation. And here we have the information on currency rates from Myanmar Central Bank. $1 is at 1,529 Jats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 216 Jats. 1 euro is at 1,694 Jats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,962 Jats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,122 Jats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 365 Jats. 1 Thai baht is at 50 Jats, and the Indian rupee is at 21 Jats. Gold is trading at $1,488. Silver is at $17, and Brent crude oil is at $55. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI is at 11,500. MTSH is at 4,000. MCB remains at 8,400. FPB is at 23,500. TMH is at 3,000. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can log on to our website at miradio.com.mm and catch other great programs live on the website. We're also running on FM 96.1 in Yangon, 96.5 in Manali, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Or simply download our app so you can listen to our radio programs on the go. Well, we have more reports for you, and we're not going to keep you waiting, so let's get down to it. Myanmar students who have passed matriculation exams can now join the American education here in Yangon. The press conference was held by the American University of Yangon at Pan Pacific Hotel last Friday. In this special education program, students will have a chance to learn American education for 2 years in Myanmar and another 2 years in America.
Myanmar students who has passed matriculation can now join the American education here in Yangon. For the less expenses and time savings, Myanmar students can have 2 years of teaching experience in Myanmar, and the rest 2 years will be experienced in America. The information about the American education system are shared in the press conference organized by American University of Yangon, held at Sun Restaurant located in Pan Pacific Hotel on 25th October. Students can taste the American education system here since the first year so that he or she can know if this major suits or not, and in such way he or she can get less expenses. Education system in Myanmar is still teacher-centered in most schools and universities, but American education system leads the students to get creative thinking and to get higher decision-making skills.
The main point of the program is to help students get through their first 2 years. A lot of American university students I mentioned are on a pyramid style of education, which means it's not so difficult to get into the program, but it can be very difficult to get out. So over those first 2 years, if we can help support students through those very difficult general education courses, then they have a much better chance of graduating efficiently. And that is our purpose in running this program.
Students have to study 22 general subjects altogether here, just like in American universities. After that, they can finish their associate degree in Yangon, or they can have further studies in California, New York, Minnesota, Kentucky, and Maryland to get bachelor degree. Most of the Myanmar students have to study only, and they don't have enough time to do extra activities, said Mount Minton, the whole Myanmar fault in matriculation, and he shared his opinions.
In my opinion, under Myanmar education system, high school students invest their times and energies in studies only, and they don't have enough general knowledge. Their hobbies and favors are missing, and they don't have a chance to show about what they like and what they want to do. When we get into universities, our vision has become wider than before. We are getting experiences and life lessons, and we become more mature than we used to be. Some people ask me why I don't choose to study here, even I am in the 4th place all over the country. My only answer is that I want to see the world with a wider vision. As our country is developing, youths have to be more creative and should have different perspectives to build a better country. My dream job is to become a president, so I have to study subjects like international relations and political science. As usual, most of the students who got higher marks in matriculation exam will choose their careers as doctors and engineers, but as for me, I have no interest in such majors. I'm favored in learning histories and international affairs, and my parents also cheer me up in everything I do, so I do appreciate them as well.
Students in American University of Yangon also have to participate in sports, arts, literature, cooking, scientific workshops, and volunteering campaigns. The estimated program fees are starting from $10,000 to $12,000 per year. The educational system of Myanmar is operated by the Government Ministry of Education. Universities and professional institutes from Upper Myanmar and Lower Myanmar are run by two separate entities, the Departments of Higher Education, Lower Myanmar and Upper Myanmar, whose office headquarters are in Yangon and Mandalay respectively. It is said that the education system is based on the United Kingdom's system due to nearly a century of British and Christian presences in Myanmar.
That's a report on Myanmar students now able to join American education in Yangon. Well, here's the last report on top 11 Myanmar Idol contestants meeting media. Top 11 Myanmar Idol contestants met media for the first time at the Melia Hotel in Yangon. In Season 4 of the reality TV show, top 11 contestants were unveiled after intense rounds of results. Additional prizes worth millions of kyats were also announced. Let's find out more with Agajo.
Top 11 Myanmar Idol contestants met media for the first time on Saturday at Melia Hotel. In Season 4 of the reality TV show, top 11 contestants were unveiled after intense round of results over the past months. The contestants come from all over the country, from the 5 big cities of Taungji, Mandalay, Taungoo, Pa'an, and Yangon. The mobile casting was also conducted in Kalo, Pindaya, Meitila, Mongyua, Shwebu, Pie, Piemana, Molamyai, Bago, and Pateng. The Season 4 also introduced 2 new judges, the country's acclaimed singer and artist Piu Piu Jodeng and Angko Lat. The judge Angko Lat gave his comment on the Season 4.
I must say the experience and the momentum we have gathered over the Season 1, 2 and 3 make the Season 4 a success. I would agree this is a program which serves as a strong support for the youths with passion in music. It is quite different from our times in the past. We had to struggle a lot to make it this far.
The winner will receive 50 million kyats cash prize from Moon Myanmar Media solo album release, 2-bedroom apartment from City Life, as well as 20 million kyats cash prize from the official smartphone partner Oppo. Don Namao Longsai, Executive Project Director, also said,
Over 30,000 contestants from more than 20 cities and places came for the Season 4. It's a huge jump in the number from last year. From this considerable amount of contestants, we are now here to introduce the top 11 selected contestants to the media. We are making Season 4 better to include the better programs and the lessons gained in the previous seasons. So to help with the audience in voting, we have uploaded announcements and clear detailed instructions on Myanmar Idol Facebook page. We have prepared a lot in systems, including voting system. The audience can now vote not only through SMS voting from MPT, Uridu, and Mytel, but also from online voting and website voting. I also don't want the audience to argue on the votes. I just want the audience to see this program as one which helps the amateur singers, contestants, to make their dreams come true. The program is designed to help them become singers. We all are aware that winning at this contest is not the deciding factor for their success as singers in life, but it's just an assistance to their passions.
The performance of the Myanmar Idol Season 4 will be broadcast starting from October 31st every Thursday and Friday.
Now the top solo round has finished, and we are so happy that we make it to the top 11 finalists. And we would like to thank the judges who believe in us and selected for the top 11.
We have gone through many steps and challenges to make it this far. Many twists and turns since judges audition, different song selection. At the judges audition round, we showcased our talent with our favorite song. So it was a bit light and easy. But round after round, the pressure has increased as the sound choices has become diverse and has to try songs that are not familiar with us. It really was an exciting moment. We were all nervous.
This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's all the reports we have for today. We're now going to look into some international news here on Myanmar Today. Scientists have pinpointed the homeland of all humans alive today to a region south of the Zimbabwe River. The area is now dominated by salt pans, but was once home to an enormous lake which may have been our ancestral heartland 200,000 years ago. Researchers have proposed our ancestors settled for 70,000 years until the local climate changed. They began to move on as fertile green corridors opened up, paving the way for future migrations out of Africa. However, a geneticist at the Garvan Institute of Medical Research in Australia, Professor Vanessa Hayes' conclusions have drawn skepticism from other researchers in the field. The latest Call of Duty game has been hit by thousands of negative reviews over its portrayal of Russia. The 16th major title in the series has largely been praised by critics. But Russian media and users on the review site Metacritic claimed the game was trying to rewrite history and promote anti-Russian propaganda. A spokesman for Activision Blizzard declined to comment on the user reviews, but the company said the storylines were fictional. In a recent blog, the company said the game did not represent real-world events. You're with MR Radio's Myanmar Today. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Goodbye now.